Within the last 60 years, the world's population has grown by about 5 billion people, from 3 billion in 1960 to about 7.8 billion today. Many fearmongers out there claim that this rate of population growth will continue, and thus us humans will have to fight each other for scarce resources while trying to eke out meager existences. That is a very frightening thought indeed. However, we do not need to fear. According to the UN World Population Prospects, the human population will reach 10 billion by 2050 and then only grow to 10.9 billion by 2100. And this is its 2019 predictions, made before the COVID-19 pandemic hit, which most likely caused birth rates to decrease due to a decrease in new marriages and couples forming. And if you were to extrapolate a little further, based on the shape of that curve, it will most likely go downwards because the report states that the number of young people alive in 2100 will be far lower than the number is today. Thus, fewer people will be able to make babies. In short, it is very probable that there will not be a 12 billionth person on Earth. But now, let's take a look at about why the population will shrink. In order to figure that out, we need to take a look at the developed world, in which a lot of nations already have shrinking or stagnating populations. As a case study, let's take a look at the nation of Japan. It has a very low birth rate and fertility rate, largely because there are very few young people there. But beyond that, there is also a youth culture there that believes that having children, and even marriage, is pointless. Although this trend of eschewing traditional marriage is currently only present in the developed world, it will soon spread to the currently developing world in years to come as women enter the workforce and seek a career, as children are no longer employable in poor nations, and as people perceive social benefits of marriage as lesser than its costs. However, there is one possible innovation that may turn today's entire discussion on its head: medical immortality. Medical immortality has the potential to prevent people from dying, thus preventing death from bringing the population down. I discussed much of this technology in one of my earlier videos, Medicine of the Future, the End of Pestilence. This will only be consequential from the late 21st century onwards, as the technology will take some time to develop. Furthermore, it will only be available to the rich and developed nations at first. However, as time passes, more and more people will gain access to these technologies, enough to make a tangible impact on the population projections. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing, joining our Discord server, and becoming a Patreon. Likewise, please watch either End of Hunger Part 1, Vertical Farming, or End of Hunger Part 2, End of Meat Culture. Thank you for watching, and have a nice day.